one thing about this drama that I thought was weird was how the parents never like so the spicy deja vu that was going on, the parents like never like fixed or told the Hyung that he wasn't the one that got kidnapped. That those weren't his memories.
They said that they thought it would be easier that way or whatever.
Yeah, they still should have taken them to therapy.
They could have.
They literally could
yeah,
have.
they should have, and they could have told them like later on,
That's
like
true.
when they were old enough to like understand things.
But also, their first mistake was naming their children so similarly.
That's true.
Because Youngjoon's that's the vice chairman. His OG name was Song Hyung with a H at the beginning, and his older brother's name is Song Young with a Y at the beginning. So it's literally the same thing.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck?
And it's like pretty common. I don't know how common it is nowadays. I think it used to be more common like 10, 20 years ago, like to have siblings have the first same part of the name.
Well, I didn't know if it was the first part of the name, but I did notice that they would have one syllable that was the same.
Yep. I thought it was the first syllable, but
I don't think it matters.
Imagine if we did that.
Oh my Jesus.
We'd be named Senifer.
Wow, that doesn't work with Western names.
Wow.
Get out of here.
It's silly because Chen's real name is Kim Jong-dae, and then Kai's real name is Kim Jong-in.
Yes, I always get, when I see the names, I'm like, which one is it? Is it Kai or is it Chen?
Wait, what's Chen?
Chen is Jongdae. And Kai is Jongin.
I didn't know their names.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That's silly.
Get out of here. Do you know Xiumin Oppa's real name?
Mean something.
Min Sok.
Yeah, Min Sok.
Ew.
I know.
Do you know Chanyeol's real name?
Chanyeon.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I know, I was like, she's gonna say something else.
No, I didn't know that one.
Oh, good.
I'm just kidding, I guessed.
Wow.
Do you know Suho's real name?
Is it Suho?
No.
Oh.
Do you know it's Andrew?
It also starts with a J.
It's Junmyeong.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wow.
Oh my god.
There was also a cameo in this.
Was there?
Yes. That episode, I think it was 10 or 11, where Secretary Kim had flashbacks of her parentals. The actors that played them.
Oh,
There was Jung So-min
yes.
and Lee Min-ki.
Oh yeah, it was Lee Min-ki.
Yes.
We've seen him quite often recently.
Yeah, we
Just
have.
popping up.
Yep. And then we saw Jung So-min in My Father's Strange.
Yes. I was like, where is she from?
Speaking of Father is Strange, in the new drama we're gonna be watching, Father is Strange characters come back.
What one?
The mother. The mama is the mama in the next drama too.
Wait, which one? When are we watching that coming up?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Which one? Our next drama is a YouTube drama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear your voice. Oh, well, I thought the drama was the mother.
Oh no!
Wow.
The mama.
There is one that's called that.
Ah yes,
something.
I put that one on. Be
Yeah,
prepared.
that's why I thought that was it.
Be prepared.
Be
That one's
prepared
sad.
for the chance of a lifetime.
Be
Prepared for sensational news. Shiny new era is
No,
drawing
we
near
have
now.
15 minutes left.
Okay.
But it was
Anything
the
else?
best part.
Anything else?
For me, I just thought it was weird that they didn't like clear that up with the children.
Yeah, that was weird. It felt, that whole storyline felt kind of rushed,
It
and it
did.
also felt like weird, like
Yeah.
it would not happen.
Yeah, I was really confused about it. I was like, why did he get kidnapped though?
Just because.
Well,
They kind of
explained-
explained it.
Yeah,
It was just a
but-
crazy person.
Crazy lady.
You're right.
Yeah.
Crazy lady.
And they kept talking about how he was a pretty child.
He was a pretty child.
He was.
Both him and the child that played his young.
Mhm.
Yep, they were quite nice
The
looking.
one that played his young was a little cuter though, because he
He
had
was.
the dinosaur teeth.
He did.
I found Secretary Kim's sisters kind of annoying.
Yeah, they were pretty annoying.
Especially the oldest one.
was
Mhm.
kind of annoying. The middle one was just there.
Yeah.
For the longest time, for like half the
I can't
drama.
even better.
I don't know why, but I guess I read something wrong or something, but I thought that Secretary Kim was the oldest, and I was like, why would they get like actresses that look older than her if they're younger
Wow.
than her?
She's the magnet.
Yeah.
I can't.
I
with
figured
you.
that out.
I can't even.
I figured it out.
Oh my Jesus. Anyways.
I think it's because I thought she had called them Uni, and no, they had called her Uni, but I guess they were like,
They were
why
talking
are you
about
doing?
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Aigo.
confusing sometimes.
Mhm.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, there wasn't much that happened in this drama.
Mhm. It was so hyped up. I heard so many good things about it, and I was like excited to watch it, but then it was like not as great as I had thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was good.
But
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also because, like, we've recently watched some, like, really, really, really good dramas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That
Maybe if we hadn't watched those dramas, we had watched this one first, it would have been higher up.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it in like 2-3 years. It was better the first time I watched it, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yup.
Cause yeah, no, the only thing that like was gripping and exciting was that not knowing what that trauma was.
Yeah,
the
it was a
spicy
tumor!
deja vu. But then it got resolved really quickly,
It
so it's like, okay,
did.
where do we go from here?
I was really confused because there was like still a couple episodes left, and then I was like, what are we gonna do now?
Yep. And I was like, oh, maybe now they're gonna like explore the relationship between the bros more. But then after it was revealed that like they had switched memories basically, that the brother didn't come out for like another 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then it was only briefly.
Yeah,
It's like, what? We did not
The
need to like go and like see more of Secretary Kim and the chairman. We needed to go and like deal with that trauma more.
Yeah.
Let
The
them
last
deal with their
time-
spicy deja
The
vu.
last time we saw him before we didn't see him for a couple episodes, he had just found out that
He had been living a lie,
yeah,
literally.
and it's like, oh my Jesus, if he lived his entire life thinking that he was the one that got kidnapped and he formed his identity around that, then
he's
he's
having an identity
fucked up.
crisis.
He really is. And I was like, oh my Jesus, what if he gets suicidal and then it just like
I thought
leaves
that's what
off?
was gonna happen
I
because
did
he seemed
too.
like very distressed.
At least
Mhm.
he's going to therapy.
Yeah, he did say he's
which
going
is
to
good.
therapy.
Good
Thank
for
God.
him.
I think they added that. They were like, we should probably like tell them he's like getting
Going to
therapy.
therapy. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, I think that's it. We should rate the drama.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So for me, for watchability, I gave it an 8. There was like a couple like bumpy little bumps where I didn't like it dragged on and like I didn't want to keep watching it. So I gave it an 8 for that. Plot also gave it an 8 because they just like kept building up for things and then they just like cut them off and like not really like give them a good
Let them
ending.
breathe.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Especially with that spicy deja vu.
The first spicy deja
Right.
We need more spicy
Oh,
deja
we
vu.
do. And then for character/performance, I gave it a 9. I think the characters did a pretty good job. There was like a couple of times where it was a little awkward between Secretary Kim and Vice Chairman dude. But
yeah, I think their chemistry was a little off.
yeah, I think it's because what's her face's their characters were just so like uptight.
Yeah,
It was
They
like
were.
I don't think they gave him enough time to like for him to like figure out that he liked her and for him to like slowly start to like warm up to her. I think
well,
they just like did it. They
there was,
slammed
like,
it,
there was
and
no
it was that's why
build-up.
it was awkward.
There was no build up and like tension
Mhm.
and like no like little moments where
Yeah.
you start to see them like start
Yeah.
to like each other. They
They
should have
just-
watched
You're right, you're right.
Shopping King Louis.
Yeah. No, they just like one episode they're like awkward, whatever. The next episode it's like, oh, marry me, I love you. And
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. But yeah, that was a little awkward. For OSTs and sound, I gave it an 8. There really wasn't any OSTs that I liked or that I remembered. There is a couple of good like instrumental songs in the background that I did like, and all the little sound effects were nice too.
Mm-hmm.
And then for cinematography/visuals, I gave it a 9. They had nice colors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Cute.
Oh,
what's
and
your
my
overall?
overall is an 8.4. So I guess I'll round it up to an 8.5. Or should
Yeah.
I round it down?
It's closest to an 8.5.
You rate it is.
Wow, do you not know how to round?
Don't talk to me.
Last time you yelled at me because I rounded the other way.
I can't even.
Wow, go see.
So for me, watchability was an 8 because I agree with Benner. It was it dragged on in some places. And like nothing was really happening. It was
Yeah.
just like Secretary Kim and Vice Chairman like kind of going on dates. There were a couple of times where there were like work emergencies, and so Secretary Kim, like, we saw her in action, but they were just like kind of thrown in there, like with no rhyme or reason. They didn't like help the plot in any way. They were just there. But because of that too, I gave it an 8 for plot and story. Same reasons as Benner too. I feel like they spent too much time on things that didn't matter and didn't even like do like that good of a job making those things interesting. So I feel like it just kind of fell flat
Yeah.
with most things.
Yeah.
For character/performance, I also gave it a 9 because the performances were pretty good. I feel like there was the characters, the Vice Chairman and Secretary Kim were pretty stiff most of the time. We did get to see them both like drunk, so they were like, you know, not stiff and stuff. And I feel like I wish we got to see more of those sides of their personalities, but not drunk.
Right.
Like I have a hard time believing that a person would be like that, like 24/7.
Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention with those two, they're like, even when they started dating, they thought it was awkward.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like, Jesus.
I could see how that would happen because, like, with you know, respectability politics, it would probably be hard for them to like switch over to Panma when they've been using Jondema the whole time. So
True.
could see that. For OST/sound design, I give it an 8 because I feel like there were only like 3 OSTs, and like one of them I really liked, but it was also just kind of okay. The little sounds during like the funny moments were good though.
Oh yes, those were great.
And then for cinematography/visuals, I gave it an 8 because it was just there wasn't really anything interesting going on either, other than when the Vice Chairman went "Oda."
Okay.
So my overall is an 8.
Okay. For watchability, I gave it an 8.5, also for the same reasons. Plot 8.5 for the same reasons as well.
Wow.
You already said it.
Great.
Characters, I gave a 10. They were all great. They were all fun to watch, for the most part. For OST, I also gave it an 8. They were just alright. Then for visual and cinematography, I gave a 10 because it had pretty colors.
Oh, wow.
They all looked pretty. I like
really-
it when dramas have pretty colors.
Yeah, I
It
really
did
like
have
the
pretty
colors.
colors.
I
And
noticed that.
everybody's clothing was on point. I was jealous. I was like, I wish I had all of those outfits.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, there wasn't anything
You know
else
who had the
fancy
best
going on.
wardrobe?
Who?
The dude with one suit.
Wow, his one suit. I can't.
Hey, he got a new suit at the end.
He did.
Yeah.
It looked pretty
It
good.
was an
I
going
will
out
admit.
suit.
Yup, that's true. Wow. But yeah,
Oh,
what?
But my overall was a 9.
Oh,
Nice,
okay,
nice.
good. Then I guess that's it for Secretary Kim. Unless you guys have anything else you want to mention.
No, we basically talked
no.
about all the funny
Oh,
moments.
Oh, what's her face? Was her name Secretary Yang? Not Secretary Yang.
Which
Secretary Solar?
The chief, the one that was dating Secretary Yang.
no, she was Section Chief.
Section
Bong.
chief, yeah. She came out of Running Man.
She comes
And-
out sometimes.
She does.
She's so useless.
She
Oh, wait,
is,
Jesus,
it's
is she a
great.
comedian?
No, she's an
How
actress.
she is
Oh.
there in the drama is basically how she is like
In real life? Oh my Jesus. I
Because that's how she was on Running Man.
Except
Man.
maybe slightly less
Yeah,
obnoxious.
she
Oh,
toned
wow.
it down a little.
Yeah, for real life.
Yeah, for real life.
Oh my Jesus, I can't.
It's great.
Anyways, that's it for us. That's our review of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. Join us.
Oh wait,
What?
Oh.
we forgot to mention Big Bang Andromeda
Oh.
Supernova. What was it? Big Bang Andromeda.
Supernova.
Bartholomew Chungus the Third.
Ginger
no.
Snap the Third.
It was something else, but it was the vice chairman's dog.
Yeah.
And she-
had a
Secret-
great name.
Secretary Kim's like, okay, can we shorten it to Big Bang? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my Jesus.
My favorite character of the drama that didn't even come out.
Yeah, he didn't come out.
He's dead.
Oh, I mean, he is. He died. It was a peaceful death. He went
Yeah.
as an elderly dog.
Or Big Bang Andromeda Supernova.
Ginger Snap.
The third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You can
Carry on.
I was
Carry on.
saying, join us next time for another K-drama or K-film review. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at K-drama_weekly, on Facebook at K-drama weekly podcast. You can email us at kdramaweeklypodcast@gmail.com. You can visit our website, kdramaweeklypodcast.com. Where we have all of the episodes we've ever done, as well as a couple blog posts. And we also have a YouTube channel where you can see our beautiful faces.
Hey.
We upload new exclusive YouTube reviews on Wednesdays, and we upload video formats of the podcast episodes on Fridays. You!
watch them.
You!